There we go. The overlay is not updated yet. It is going to be Joreuz over here on the blue team, and it's going to be the Mob. Chat's most recent favorite player, I would say, from England. In a best of 5, it's lower bracket action. The Mob winning a match in the lower bracket in order to make it here. Joreuz dropping to the Mock in order to have to go down to the lower bracket. But both these guys still stand a chance at qualifying for the main event, which will be only 2 players from this qualifier. And some high-quality players have been dropped to the lower bracket. The Mob has looked great on stream so far. Now, if you haven't been watching, I don't know when this is going to go live on the YouTube, but if you haven't been watching the live streams, I would recommend checking them out. We've been doing a King of the Hill for the past couple days, and when we ran out of players to play in the King of the Hill, we went ahead and decided to bring Chad in. We're going to bring Chad in, and in fact, we were going to bring Chad in to play 2v1 because, of course, the players in the King of the Hill are very good. Only we randomly selected Red Mob, who I knew was a good enough player to not need help as a teammate. So we dropped him in, had him play by himself. He actually took down someone who's in a qualifying match right now, Shoddy, in his first game, and then has continued to play insane all the way through the Salt Mine qualifier and made it into this day. So he has gained a ton of fans because he was basically just a Feer chatter turned expert 1v1er. Now, the reality of it all is that he was already very good and more than capable of this kind of performance. Now he gets to play against a Joreuz who needs to pull out of the tilt. I like this Joreuz car, by the way. If that's not a way to pull out the tilt, I don't know what is. This is a sweet octane. But right now, it's the Mob up 2-0. Moxie on this channel was playing Joreuz. Joreuz had him up 2-0, but the Mock with the reverse sweep. Now Joreuz needs to refine his offense. He was looking really, really solid in the first couple games. Everything seemed to be going his way. But he's going to have to take a nice air-dribble bump in order to shake it off and get the offense started here against Red Mob. Now, I think Joreuz and Red Mob are players that people here in Feer's chat are probably wishing they didn't have to play each other. Joreuz has been a stream favorite for a long time. We watched him in the Champions Road 1v1 and led to a lot of cheering for Joreuz. Nice pogo from the Mob, by the way. Let's not let that pogo go unnoticed as he pops it over the top of Joreuz. That is a pogo that has moved its way into the 1v1 game. Whenever your air dribble is dropping far out of the net early, defenders usually come in to challenge you as you reach the ground, but if you can get a little pogo pop, make your car as long as possible on that diagonal, you can chip it up over the top of the defender and find yourself an opportunity to score. 4-1 for Red Mob as Joreuz getting caught out around Red Mob's nets. Is Feer the official stream for this? Yes, for this matchup at least. This is the official coverage, or one of the official coverages of Salt Mine. We are not watch partying this match. Joreuz is going to get his second as Red Mob not realizing what Joreuz can do there. I think Joreuz, or Red Mob could have flipped out and challenged that, but didn't expect as good of a angle that Joreuz was able to get. Joreuz, some frustration camera shake there, it looked like, after the kickoff goes into his half, but I wouldn't even say it was a kickoff loss. The ball rolls into his back corner and he gets 100 boosts, and clearly he ends up scoring on the first possession he was given, so he doesn't seem to be wanting to have the ball go back into his own corner, but still not the end of the world. I mean, or I'm just wrong about the frustration camera toggle. I don't know if I've ever really seen somebody doing that in any other scenario other than when they're frustrated. Joreuz, goal line 50. He's getting going. Red Mob could only rely on the tilt that Moxie, put on Joreuz for so long. He's going to have to try and extend it himself, and he's got 2 minutes to try and do so. can take a game 1 win. Mob with a kickoff. Gets deep underneath the ball for his 50. Not enough to maintain control. And now diving for a demo. It's not going to work. Joreuz is going to be staring at a wide open net. I see he scored a ton of goals straight. And now has the lead. Joreuz pre-flip on the kickoff. Not able to score it. Oh, Mob has a boost advantage, so this should just be a goal for him. As Joreuz making a mistake to play into the physical gameplay with a huge disadvantage and boost, but technically he was just trying to hold the possession. Needed to be more aware of the fact that a slight bump at 0 boost could be the end for him. If you're just tuning in for the first time during the 9 to 5-a-thon, the timer in the bottom left is how long we will be live from 9 to 5, as long as chat continues to contribute to the timer going up. A minute left to go, and Red Mob going high up for a reset. Joreuz tried to rise up to meet him, but Mob sneaking underneath for the 50. Joreuz only going to stay up in the air as long as Mob sticks around, but as soon as Red Mob leaves, he drops the ball to the ground and looks to play the possession separately. Red Mob not diving in that situation is very interesting. It felt like he had stood a good chance, but he wants to be really, really careful with this final possession with the lead. He's double jumping to try and dodge Joreuz. Joreuz has got himself a goal. So he chased him down without ever having boost. He was supersonic. And Mob, who's out ahead, has no choice but to put himself farther out of the play to survive. Now we got ourselves a tie game. 20 seconds. Wave dash kickoff. Joreuz rolling one at the nets. Should be able to pick up the midfield. Red Mob's going to have one chance on a power touch to see if he can keep possession going. He has stolen the boost. Joreuz doesn't get the angle. Now, Red Mob wants to keep this in the air. If he can go to the ground. Oh, why would he go for the flick? If you ask me, that doesn't seem like the right idea. Joreuz went far enough away that if Mob could get the ball down to a carry with Joreuz on 0, he's going to be in such a good spot. And Joreuz really should have stuck around to not allow him to do so. But either way, it's now overtime. Joreuz into the corner. Red Mob going to pick up 100 boost, but he's going to separate far from the play, which is really dangerous. Joreuz is very good when given space. The 360 into the single jump shot does get covered by Red Mob, who is now looking to steal away this aerial. Ground 50 is not going to be enough. Joreuz will hook shot it in and take the lead in the series after 32 seconds of overtime. No boost left over for Red Mob. Even if he had some, not sure he'd be able to make it back after that 50. Game number 1. Going to the Dutchman. And a best of 5. Game number 2. Joreuz and Red Mob. Red Mob can feel pretty good about his game 1 results, but I think he was wishing he came out of that one with a win. And a guy like Joreuz, you maybe need to win those kind of games when you're looking to make an upset. Red Mob deleted. Joreuz actually might not be able to score. Perfect respawn for Red Mob to get that ball popped up. Now on 0 boost, trying to pre-flip onto the side wall. Just a bit greedy play in general after the respawn. Who will lead to the first goal being for Joreuz. We can hear Feer's unhealthy addictions rattling in the background. So just so you know, my unhealthy addiction is drinking water from my water bottle. Type 1 in chat if Drinking water from a water bottle is an unhealthy addiction. Red Mob just gonna accelerate into the ball to lob at the length of the field. Oh, okay. Super unhealthy. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Got it. No more water. Just Dr. Pepper only. Am I right, chat? 1 enough can kill you. Too much water is bad for you. Oh. So you think me, while sitting at this desk, talking and commentating for 8 hours a day, now that I'm working this 9 to 5, you think me drinking a bit of water maybe is a mistake? Bro can't even go a month without water without dying. Sounds like he's addicted. Okay. You have a point there, I guess. I'm addicted to water. Are you guys not? Listen, you can get a Dr. Pepper sponsor, but not a water sponsor. Oh, good thinking. But I don't want to use the item that I want to get a sponsor from, because then they don't even need to pay, right? We're worried about your dependency on water. Like from the toilet? Kid Slice, no. Nobody said the water is coming from the toilet. Not one person was thinking about the toilet, but you. But just so you're wondering, no, the water from my water bottle does not, in fact, come from the toilet. We're now all thinking about you drinking toilet water. Well, I don't drink toilet water. I don't know where Kid Slice got that from. Joreuz, great flick chance, top left. What a save, my goodness. The mob all got together to help save that one. That corn on the cob that was posted earlier, I think it got Red Mob that save. Everyone who was posting the cob to help out the mob. Water? You mean the thing criminals drink? Couldn't be me. Wait, what? DC? Hey, you guys handle this. Clearly it was some sort of DC. But looks like I had a feeling Joreuz was going to handle it for me. So I appreciate when the players handle it and don't need any adminning. All criminals had this one thing in common. They all drank water. I'm starting to see a trend. Red Mob. Popping the ball over Joreuz. Pre-flip save. Not going to connect. Is the Cinderella run of the mob coming to an end here? As Joreuz not allowing Red Mob to lead at all in this game number 2. Or will a kickoff goal bring back the signs of life? Fear, don't tell me you also breathe air. I just have octane exhaust fumes pumped into the room at all times. That's all I breathe. Is that not what you guys breathe? Joreuz getting a bit ahead of himself and ahead of the ball. As Red Mob gonna chain a couple dashes together. He loves the dashes as he transitions up the side wall. He's got to be afraid. Yeah, he's already too far out of position. He's either getting demoed or shot past here after Joreuz pops this off the side wall. Did Joreuz just not take an open net? Wait, are we seeing otherworldly levels of confidence now? The opposite of tilt? I think Joreuz just want to kick off. I think he could just roll it in that bottom corner. I don't know if he thought Red Mob's recovery was better than it was. But Joreuz instead decides to go for the clip. Now he's staring at another open net. This one he will walk in. 7-4. I mentioned it that everybody won in the first round is probably going to advance to the later parts of the bracket. I would be a bit surprised to see any of the people who got swept in the first round be able to make it past one of these top 4. I'll tell you what, in game 1, it was looking like Red Mob had a chance. But I do think Joreuz has not only pulled out of the tilt, he's almost moving into a very comfortable, almost free play type zone. Red Mob is going to steal this ball away at ceiling heights. Give himself a chance with 25 seconds left to go. It's a nice dunk. Maybe a delay kickoff cheese. Red Mob just going to try and win it straight up. Goes for a standard kickoff, and actually the failed pinch means Red Mob going to stand a chance, but that side flip is a huge mistake. I don't think he meant to do that. He wanted to use an empty jump after turning upside down to push himself back down to the ground and prepare for a dribble. One that would stand a good chance of scoring with Joreuz forced to defend in net, but instead he side flipped, and that ends the game. Joreuz up 2-0. He's been up 2-0 earlier. He needs to finish it off this time if he wants to stay alive. Game number 3. Joreuz and Red Mob. Joreuz missing the recovery after the kickoff loss on the in-and-out save, allowing Red Mob to score early. I think this is way Red Mob probably needs to play the rest of the series. I think we need to see him in the lead. I mean, obviously he needs to be in the lead at the end of every game, but I don't know if I believe in the Red Mob comeback if Joreuz gets a little bit of separation. I think Red Mob needs to start and end the game in the lead the whole way to keep the confidence up and try and bring back this series. I do see a couple Cobbs in the chat to help out Red Mob. You never know how much influence that has. It is known in RLCS that whoever gets the most of those does win the game. Joreuz is just going to box out Red Mob, let the ball go, roll out to the midfield, and then he'll go take his goal. Red Mob dropping the XD, showing that in the thick of it all, he still this is the opposite of Salt Mine. What is this? What is this? That is not salt. XD is not salt. This is Rocket League is not salt. If I didn't know better, I might even think these guys are enjoying themselves. Here and all, thank you for the tier 3. Oh my goodness, that tier 3 pumps that timer up big time. The 16 months of tier 3 here and all. My goodness, putting the stream on your back. The Red Mob is too sweet for the salts. You were a primer until now, but you just bumped it up to tier 3? Because you need to bump up that timer, the maximum amounts? Joreuz. Reset shots over the top of Red Mob as he looks to try and intercept this aerial from the ceiling, but ended up pulling too far down. Maybe we'll make a command for the timer for everybody who's worried about it. Red Mob able to punish Joreuz for the missed challenge. I'll go give everybody an exclamation point timer so we don't have to keep talking about it too much here during the salt line. All right, I think we should have added timer. I just made it have whatever announcement says. Joreuz up 4-3. Thought for a second Red Mob stood a chance at the in-and-out save for the kickoff, but it will be a 2-goal lead. Red Mob going to get kickoff goal right back. Missing the kickoff goal stats from the King of the Hill overlay. Unsavable, what a shot. Are you gassing up a kickoff goal as unsavable? Like, I guess you're not wrong. I mean, Joreuz could have maybe adjusted his kickoff, but an interesting way to describe a shot from the center field on kickoff. Unsavable. Two minutes and 22 seconds left to go. Red Mob playing from behind. I talked about having to try and get a comeback against Joreuz. It didn't seem likely with how Joreuz is playing now, but Red Mob's got Joreuz on the ropes and didn't get the finish. Joreuz now falling from the ceiling to intercept this dribble. Red Mob needs to convert on this possession, and he does. Wow, great challenge. That was a must-score possession, I feel like. If he doesn't end up getting something out of what was a pretty good position for a long time, it might be over for him. Joreuz kickoff win. Sidewall dribble is not headed towards the nets as he starts it, so he'll take it to the ground and go for a bounce shot. Long shot from Red Mob. It is past Joreuz. We got ourselves a tie game. Red Mob is turning it on for the cinema. Wave dash kickoff for Joreuz. This time he probably will attack net. Actually does go for a soft touch. Maybe he doesn't want to bring it to a high ceiling challenge, yet still Red Mob, who came off the ceiling from the back wall, connects with the ball perfectly. He saw Joreuz turn in and he punishes him. Great read from Red Mob. Saw a second of Joreuz only half committing to this challenge. He said, no, you can't do that. Either you dive or you go back. If you hover out here in the midfield, I will shoot it over the top of you. And now a 1-goal lead. Joreuz, I think the intentional 180 wave dash, or sorry, unintentional 180 wave dash as Red Mob sees himself an open net again. And the long shot is in. A minute and 11 left to go. Joreuz on the back foot. Red Mob proving me wrong that he did not allow Joreuz momentum to run away with this game. Red Mob pre-flipping into the corner to take boost. Now just needs to fight Joreuz off the ball. Joreuz will be able to pick up 100, but it'll be an uncontested possession for Red Mob as he starts this air dribble. Down to a wave dash shot that goes way over the nets, and now he's just playing damage control to try and stay in control of the possession. And it looks like he lost it here after Joreuz had a clean back wall catch. 30 seconds left to go. Joreuz now needs to score, wants a goal line 50. Red Mob gets a good enough touch, and he's going to try and tap this one away. At least he forced Joreuz off the ball, so now he doesn't have to tap it away. He can just control the possession. What a flick! My goodness, and what a save! Joreuz managed to pinch it off the post. Red Mob got so much movement, and what a 50, man. Joreuz getting all the wheels on the ball up on top of it to stuff it back down to the ground and allow himself the wave dash recovery to be within 10 seconds. Red Mob pushes the kickoff into the blue half. Will he turn and chase? No, he's going to try and go passive. He actually got Joreuz to play too quickly. I don't want Red Mob to be backing off too much as he tries to make the upset. Joreuz was going to have a chance there across the whole field, but Red Mob correctly dives in to take it away. It will not be a sweep in Joreuz versus Red Mob. 2-1 as we head to Game 4. Game number 4. There have been a lot of Cobbs spammed to help the mob. And all I'll say is I didn't see him winning before the Cobbs were spammed. Someone was looking for what rhymed with Joreuz earlier, and I remember them saying that, and I thought, why are they even thinking about that? And now I realize it's because the Joreuz fans want to be able to spam something for helping him out. Spam this. Joreuz. Spam this jar to help out Joreuz. Spam this warrior to help out Joreuz. Spam this yogurt. Wait, how do you say yogurt? I want to hear how you pronounce yogurt. Spam this yogurt to help out Joreuz. I don't think that works. Well, anyways, get in the lab, guys. I don't have it. I don't have the answer for what to spam for Joreuz just yet. Red Mob has himself a tie game. Joreuz is back into the Fennec. He's been changing on every game loss. As Red Mob hits it to the back wall. He's able to drop it bottom right. I think JVP probably found the one. It actually is the only one that even kind of works that anyone has even said. I am not mentioning it for everyone watching on YouTube because it's not on the overlay and it's not kosher. We don't really need to be mentioning it, but it probably is the right one. I'm ashamed to admit. Joreuz is down 1 in game number 4. A minute 30 in. Bailing out of his air dribble. Red Mob wants a double, misses it. Pre-flips back to the ball. Joreuz dropping a sick. And I don't get it. Why is that? Nice side flip from Red Mob. Did Joreuz miss a dash or something? I had to watch it from his perspective. Maybe he was saying sick about something he did. But Red Mob basically missed high, but he kept possession. Nothing too crazy in 1v1. Red Mob on the kickoff win. Oh, what a 50. Keeps it grounded. Can he actually score it, though? Because he landed upside down. Half flip is going to go crossbar down and out. So Joreuz will stand a chance. Ceiling resets. Just going to put the ball. Oh, my goodness, what a save. I thought that was a great decision from Joreuz. As he saw Red Mob trying to close the distance, he just went for an aerial shot around the ball to give it a ton of sideways momentum. Sideways? Sure, whatever. Sideward. Either way, I thought for sure it'd get out around Red Mob, but Red Mob actually snagged the save and had the read on that. Now Joreuz will score on this backflip to lob it up to top shelf after slowing Red Mob down. Not you, bro. My wave dash percentage is under 20. Okay, I think he was dropping sick because he... Yeah, that's what I thought. Joreuz might have missed the wave dash for why he dropped sick. In and out of the net for the save. And a bit awkward landing there as the ball slowed down the roll, but Red Mob does get a 4th goal. Your kickoffs make it 50%. All right. Oh my goodness. This is opposite. Is this the sugar mine? Is this the sugary sweet mine? No. Please. No more niceties. So sweet. Joreuz top left. 2 minutes left to go. Joreuz is trying to not have to go to a consecutive game 5, not have to try and defend against a second reverse sweep. And he's got himself a tie game. Red Mob deciding to shadow. Joreuz really good pop from that flip. Puts Red Mob in a good position to now slightly behind. And he cannot catch back up. Red Mob wants his sidewall dribble. Joreuz is going to let him have it. In fact, it's going to be a ceiling setup from Red Mob, who ultimately decides he doesn't really like his setup, would rather wave dash and keep the possession going. I don't think he expected to score there, but he got Joreuz to own goal. He got it just around him. Joreuz is going to drop a sick, and that is certainly because he feels like he didn't need to own goal. But it is a credit to Red Mob for getting it just around him. DC? You guys want a new kickoff? Want a new kickoff? No, they're just going to handle it. I'm just going to give him a new kickoff. All right, sorry. He typed DC before. This is maybe not what they wanted. But... all right, Joreuz jumps in, no problem. I have a feeling they're okay with it. They both just stopped. It seemed like they needed a new kickoff. They wanted the new kickoff, but you can't manufacture a new kickoff randomly. So we're just going to give him a new kickoff. Of course, Joreuz, I guess, could have had the ball there. I think he's going to be okay with it. I don't know. Maybe it's a scam. Maybe it's a scam. I don't know. That's why I hate touching the admin buttons. Take it away from me. Let these guys figure out their own DC. Joreuz looking at an open net as he puts it within one. Red Mob gonna have a kickoff go into his corner. Joreuz, who knows he needs a goal, is willing to stay aggressive with only 32 boosts. Didn't get his sidewall chip that he wanted. Forced to transition down to the ground, and now needs to be careful because without the boost advantage, at any moment, if the 50 doesn't go his way, he's looking at a run back the other way. Joreuz baiting Red Mob into a 50. Seems to be waiting out his possession, which is not really something you can do down 2 with 30 seconds. He drops another sick, presumably because of that missed wave dash. And even though he gets a demo, it's going to roll in. So 8-5. He's saying, yes, it indeed happened again. Red Mob. Double resets. 9 seconds. And it looks like a 9th goal. Red Mob taking this one to game 5. Joreuz going to have to defend against a second reverse sweep. This time from the up-and-comer, who has gotten chat excited about his performance over the past couple days. Joreuz not coming to the kickoff and is going to go change probably out of the Fennec, if I have to imagine, back into the Octane. That's what we saw him do last time. Car change, I'm sure. Game 5, it's Joreuz versus Red Mob. Loser is eliminated from this qualifier. Winner gets to advance in the lower brackets. Joreuz up 2-0 in his upper bracket match against Moxie. It slipped away and ultimately was not able to get the win. Dropped down to here to play against Red Mob, where he went 2-0. But now is playing in a game 5, and he is dropping sick left and right because his dashes are just not hitting. I'll show you guys in the replay. Oh my goodness, how does he do that? I mean, that is like... the wave dash is broken on his side. He's obviously very frustrated by the missed wave dashes. And it was, you know, right on the razor's edge of working, but it did not connect. And therefore, he is down 2. Red Mob, we saw him earlier mess up that exact setup we just saw him do, where you air roll, use your jump to push yourself back down. In a game, he side flipped himself into no man's land. Seems like he's cleaned up his mechanics here as Joreuz, if he finds this angle, chain dashing around the corner. He does pick up the boost despite the awkward landing. And now, going to start a possession from the midfield. Red Mob shadowed. Joreuz, air dribble, bump, denied. Red Mob stays grounded and is able to go underneath the bump to keep Joreuz from scoring in the first minutes. A power shot. Red Mob has used this a couple different times to punish Joreuz, who did not get a perfect landing and will be punished. Joreuz dropping the like. He's having a meltdown. Oh no. Oh no, Red Mob, top left. He said, I felt that earlier against Shoddy. The fun buns, thank you for the 25 months. Red Mob is my goat, but I want to say go, 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 Joreuz. Well, the sugar continues to come out. All sugar, no spice here in this Red Mob versus Joreuz matchup. Spam this fight to help out the Great White. That's a good way to do it. Oh, you're not gonna... TTS doesn't work during Salt Mine. We can refund you your points. But right now, a minute 30 down. Nice angle from Joreuz. Red Mob's going to give himself a great pass, but it's not a guaranteed goal, as Red Mob was putting it into the corner to try and kill some time, reset the play. Joreuz missed boost grab, but Red Mob's going to back off all the same. Now an air dribble that leaves a bit to be desired. It's Red Mob able to easily read it and save it. Joreuz going to go to the ceiling. Red Mob tried to accelerate past because Joreuz is setting up his angle as he sees Red Mob's setup. And if you can make a quick adjustment on the air dribble, it'll throw Joreuz's angle off, likely make him miss. But Joreuz at least made connection with Red Mob's car, so kept him from being able to get a follow-up double. Joreuz on the back foot right now. 24 boost. Red Mob with 96. He has never lacked aerial mechanics, but he let that reset get away from him there. Did not grab the boost either, so Joreuz likely to escape. Wait, smart demo. Should reset. Sorry. Should reset both players' boost and put Red Mob back in control. 2 minutes and 11 seconds. This time wasting does favor Red Mob, who again picks up another demo. This one should probably be goal. It is 4-2. Not only does Red Mob take a ton of time to get this goal, but he also extends it to 2, wasting time and extending the lead. Joreuz going to collect the ball, allow Red Mob to pick up the boost, and he wanted to take this back into the corner. I felt like he was not going to be able to get away with this midfield take. He said, this game has left me. I thought he was going to flip heavy back to his own half, but maybe he felt like the flick, the way he was carrying the ball, would just be an own goal, because you don't want an own goal. But he did need to get the ball out ahead if he wanted to try and take a trip to the midfield boost. Kickoff goal, might be able to get his head back into it. Down to a minute 40. It's the move to NA debuff. Oh, brutal. Okay. I'm going to count that as slight salt, even though it's not the normal salt you expect. Joreuz playing from behind the entirety of this game 5. These two are going to just cuddle here at the midfield for a bit before Joreuz takes it back into his corner. And Red Mob able to chip it up over the top of him. Joreuz dropping the sick, and my bad. Yeah, I think this didn't need to be a goal-scoring situation for Red Mob. I think he wanted to touch it as he got up into the corner, but he missed that touch and then got forced to play back wall defense in a very unfavorable spot. So down 2, and we are approaching the time where down 2 can really hurt. He's going to try and cut off Red Mob, but Red Mob's going to make it a 3-goal game. 7-4 with 1:06 left to go. And Joreuz is looking at another potential reverse sweep. Red Mob has not lost a series played on my channel in the Salt Mine yet. And it seemed like today might be the day. Double jump bump. Connects. 54 seconds. Joreuz is not out of it. Needs to lock in on a couple kickoffs. If he gets a kickoff goal early, then he doesn't even need to worry too much about the next one. This kickoff, though, is Red Mob favored. In fact, he might even just send it directly in the net. No, his pre-flip back to the ball doesn't work. 0 boost for Red Mob. Joreuz save. Got thrown into net, though, and he's going to drop a sick because he knows that he needed to make that save outside of the net. Red Mob, really smart touch, completely away from Joreuz. Isn't too worried about scoring. Knows he has a 2-goal lead. He mostly needs Joreuz to miss, and he has wasted some time. Joreuz in a great position now, though, with 30 seconds left to go. Reset shot. Pass Red Mob. 25 seconds now for Joreuz to try and get the tying goal and send this one to Game 5 overtime. He does not need a kickoff goal, but he probably needs kickoff possession. Joreuz goes standard kickoff. Red Mob goes wave dash. Joreuz decides to stay on the ball with 0 boost, and he has fought for a spot. Red Mob missed a dash! No way! Joreuz has been missing dashes all series long, getting incredibly frustrated, and here is Red Mob missing a crucial dash in the final moments to allow Joreuz to tie it up. It's so painful. Yup, 7-7, 14 seconds. Red Mob trying to finish off a huge upset reverse sweep as these two once again cuddle each other here at the midfield, waiting for the ball to fall to the ground. Joreuz is going to get a great possession. He's got 100 boost. Red Mob swinging in the net late. Dunked before Joreuz can get anything going. He is going to try and keep the ball up. It does float out midfield. Red Mob takes it away. I'm expecting this ball to hit ground here, and it will. Overtime, Game 5. Joreuz versus Red Mob. Big kickoff. Joreuz decides to fake it. He loves to fake kickoffs in crucial moments, but he's in a tough spot now. Red Mob trying to chip it up. Joreuz read it perfectly. He should get around the ball. Joreuz will advance. The delayed kickoff pays off. Red Mob tried to beat him by chipping it over the top of him, and Joreuz had a great challenge to finish. He says he's so sorry, bro. GG's. There's no way I deserve to win that. Well, you did. Joreuz takes it in Game 5. OT to eliminate the Red Mob.